it's hard to work through though. Yeah. Yeah, it is. There's no question about that. It seems like I've got a message bell up on something here. Oh, this is good because it gives me an opportunity to check that person's name. What was it? Hetrifo. Hetrifo. If we see that name come up in chat, we will take a look at their level because they did ask for it. Hetrifo. I'm gonna put a star next to that so I make sure that I do actually notice that. That's weird because when I look here, it doesn't tell me what the notification is. Oh, Drawnborn. Drawnborn is a new subscriber. Drawnborn, if you're in the chat, by all means, feel free to say something. Feel free to join in. There's, I don't know if you're still there, because I just noticed the bell pop up. Okay, can we... I bet we can't get over to that. We gotta loop around. Invisible walls, they're my favorite. It's always good to chat with you, though, Drawn. If you're there. If you're not, then I'm talking to somebody who's not here. Which is not something that I've never done before. That happens a lot with Honey Bunny because her internet connection is really garbage. So sometimes she pops up in the chat to say hello, and I don't realize that she's not in chat anymore, and I just chat away in Japanese for like 20 minutes. Wah, wah. This is kind of cool. Oh, so that's how you want to play it. Alright. I see your little scheme. And I appreciate that they told us that those were dangerous. That's a good thing to know. Sneaky, sneaky. Excuse me? Where did we? What did we? Why did we? Oh, this is way too many shots needed to kill these. That's an interesting sound to make for the turrets. It is, isn't it, though? Also, why do I always put an extra N in turret? Why do I constantly think that they're pronounced turret? Oh, we can blow them up, too. That is kind of cool. I appreciate that. They go pew-pew. Something that really resonated with me media-wise was, Hoseki no Kuni. Hoseki no Kuni, Hoseki no Kuni. Why is that name really familiar? Oh god. Wait, what? Okay, everything has more HP than it really needs to. And I would like it to not. That would make me very, very happy. Hoseki no Kuni. My wrist. It's the Sad Gem anime and manga. Okay. Oh, that does make sense from the name. I know this is going to be one of these things where I do a Google image search and it'll be like, oh yeah, it's that, but for some reason it's not really clicking in my mind. Mae! Mae! From turrets to dragons? Sounds legit. It's like an evolution, you know? It's very much a Magitech world. You got a little bit of your fantasy, you got a little bit of your super high tech. I almost don't want to shoot the PtaER anymore because it's really starting to hurt. I'm kind of digging on the pew here. I mean, I know I don't have to tap the PtaER. I know I can just, like, leave my finger on it, but the ROF is really garbage. So... you kind of end up with a 6 and 1/2 dozen of the other. I mean, it worked for Rain of Fire. See? There you go. Excuse me? But what the heck was that noise? Stop! Really though, just stop! I love the noise, but I have no idea what it's supposed to represent. Shoot! And it seems to be working for us, but I did like the kind of the Magitech world that we had set up in roughly 50 Minutes Fresh. I wish I felt happy continuing that story, but I don't really think it's my story to tell. So, which is one thing, you know, that happens when you do a lot of kind of incidental world building and you don't really think about the implications of that world building, and then later you do and you're like, oh yeah, hey, maybe that's not really cool. Wah wah. It's very much a wah wah feeling. But I did like our version of Ryukyu. I wish I could kind of farm out the setting to somebody who would be a more appropriate storyteller, because I thought the setting was really fun. But unfortunately, Netbrad, hello there yourself. That warning sound is literal nightmare fuel, right? What setting is this? Which setting is what? I mean the roughly 50 Minutes Fresh? Roughly 50 Minutes Fresh was kind of, well, it was a review show like we did with the Little Bite-Sized Planet, but turn down my headphones a little bit. But we kind of did an incidental 3-minute story section. Oh, that's actually really awesome. I love that. We did an incidental, like, get to tell, because there's just only so much you can say in 3 minutes. But I liked the story of the world, but the more that I thought about it, because it did take place in an alternate universe like Okinawa and the Ryukyu Islands, and that's, to me, speaking as an American, that's really fraught to choose as a setting for a story when I'm not from Okinawa and I don't have that background, to kind of just take that as a setting felt inappropriate in the end. So, oh, don't crash. Please don't crash. Yeah, that's something that's asking for trouble. My net crapped out and I missed everything. Don't worry about it. Waffle, I am going to make you Waffle Discord just for you, buddy, to support you and the gaming stream career. That's really sweet, Netbrad. You don't have to. I mean, I appreciate it, but I don't know how much I could put into the time for it. But it is nice. And I do appreciate it very much. I've already got like a couple of Discords that I'm following, though. I think I tend to cap out at 2 very not busy Discords. I don't think it was your internet, by the way, Hive. It might have been on my end, because I just got your connection is not sufficient enough to do this this stream, which does tend to show up once every stream or so. Yeah. Why did you stop? Okay, there we go. Oh. Yeah, someday I'm gonna have, like, really fancy internet connection that's, like, super duper fast. But that day is not today. How long is this level? Because I'm starting to get to the point where I'm like, okay, this is okay. Your connection is not sufficient enough to connect. Yeah. Actually, I'm going Betty Buys. I have a big day tomorrow. Hidunda, I am so glad that you showed up. It is always good to have you in chat, and you're always welcome for as long as you want to stay. We should be, as far as I know, we should be on the regular schedule for next week. So Thursday 2 o'clock, Saturday 7:30, and Sunday 7:30. Ah, Kronos. I know it's not necessarily advice that you may be able to listen to, and because I've told myself this, the exact same thing. But don't be too down on yourself, mate, because it's just it starts to compound after a while. At least I found that in my own life. So this is actually kind of tricky. Well, if it's poor connection, you get kicked out easily in LBP3, but yeah. Yeah, like, I don't know what I can do besides just getting a new ISP, and well, we saw what happened the last time I tried to get a new ISP. Didn't really work out so well. I still have that bill to go. Gonna have to pay that bill. Eventually. I mean, they will get their money when they get their money, but it's not gonna be today. It's not gonna be this week either. It might be next week. Have a great rest of your days, folks. Well, I'm definitely gonna get into... Although I guess it's more the rest of the evening for me. Actually, I don't know what the hell I'm doing this evening. Because obviously I'm not sleeping. Oh no, that ISP what lied? Oh yeah, that was, So, because I broke the contract, within basically a week of the contract sticking, well no, I guess it was more like 2 or 3 weeks, wasn't it? But because I broke the contract, they're like, okay, yeah, sure, you can break the contract, no problem. You're gonna owe us 30,000 yen now. I was like, oh yeah, that's certainly a thing, you jagamuffins. So, but, like, I'm on the hook for it, so that's just the way it is. I guess it does teach me to be a little bit more wary of snake oil salesmen. Or just the possibility that people will be snake oil salesmen. But I am pretty disappointed about it. I'm disappointed about the money, but I'm also disappointed by the fact that I really did think it was going to be better for the stream. And it was super duper not better for the stream. And that kind of cheeses me off. Because I want to be able to provide the best stream that it's possible for me to do. So I was really excited about it. Yeah, well then. Absolutely well then, right? You might be right. I might be able to heed that advice, though. I do try to shake the feeling every now and then. I hope you can. Hey, Waffle, do you sometimes go on PlayStation party chats or not? Very rarely, to be honest. A lot of it is just because of timing, but a lot of it is also just... Usually if I'm on the PlayStation, I'm either streaming, I'm recording, or I'm watching a movie. Like, I'm not usually...